And if you're interested in getting this look, then keep on watching. Hello, my name is Krisha. I'm 21 years old and welcome back. Today I will be trying to recreate this look from Jessica Rose _ makeup on Instagram. And I'm nervous, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm nervous. So I'm gonna try doing my eyes first, and yeah, that's what we're doing today. My voice is very cracky because I'm very, very tired. First, I'm going to go in with Louise base, and I'm going to put this just in like the upper middle corner where this part is. I'm gonna do this section of the eyeshadow first, and then I'll wipe away the excess with my cellar water and cut it that way. This look is really cool, actually. I just have no idea what I'm doing. I saw how she did it. She posted like a video on Instagram, so I'm just gonna tap this out a little bit. She literally creates the shape of a cut crease, so I'll use this guy, and this it's just like a flat liner brush, and this I'm going to use with the maroony shade that we're going to be using from the from the Jeffree Star Red Blood. I am so tired, I just woke up. From the Jeffree Star palette, I'm going to take this shade Cherry Soda and load this color up on brush and create that shape, basically. She kind of just stops there. I mean, I can fix it up when I wipe it off. Now I'm just gonna go in over those lines with more color, really to saturate it and really pack that color on, because we are gonna go in with more color. Okay, those two are like completely uneven, but like, it's okay. So now with my tiny blending brush, which I'm gonna like take all the color off of, I'm gonna first take the shade Cherry Soda again, and I'm gonna start trying to buff out this edge so that's a lot more blended. And I'm gonna go into this shade. I'm gonna take Sugar Cane and go over the edge just to really blend it out some more. That's not what I wanted, but it's what we got. So I think if I were to do this again, I would take a much smaller blending brush and do it. This is the smallest one I have, so I might try something different, but I'm not mad at how this looks at all. So I guess this video is now like inspired by Melissa Rose makeup, not trying to recreate. And now there's like the tiniest touch of black. So I'm gonna go into the Life's a Drag palette. I'm going to take this shade Shady, just on like the tippitiest, toppiest of my brush. And this I am going to literally put just on the edge, the tiniest bit. I already put way too much on. I'm gonna take the shade again from the palette and try to add that in to blend it out. And we just want to whisper, like we still want the red to be the main color, like the main event, but we do want like just the kiss of black. We continue to blend until our arms fall off. So now I'm going to take some Q-tips and some micellar water and clean everything off, and then we can start with the rest of the eye. This is a classic case of the people on Instagram made it look so easy. So now with my concealer brush, or one of my concealer brushes, I'm going to take the P. Louise base and I'm going to put it on. But I'm using the brush so that I can get really clean lines. And she put like silver on that line, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna do one eye at a time, just because it's easier for me. So I'm basically gonna use the same colors as before, but to create that ginormous wing shape. I'm gonna take this like really tiny round brush. I'm gonna go back into Cherry Soda. And I'm gonna load that up to create a giant wing shape. That edge being unblended just bothered me, so I'm just adding a little bit of pigment. So I'm trying to create like a wing shape. I'm gonna clean it up with my cellar water again, which I'm very thankful for in this case. I'm actually gonna go into the shade, do I like that shade? I need like a skin, actually no, I'll just literally go in with loose powder. I'm gonna take loose powder and I'm gonna go over the blank part of the eye so that that's coated and covered. Because pretty much for the rest of the eye, we're just gonna be blending. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. I'm just gonna flick off the excess with a brush that hasn't touched any pigment. And then with this really dense, fluffy brush, I'm gonna take the shade Sugarcane, like before, and just go over that edge and blend it just the tiniest bit. And now, finally, just like before, I'm going to take the tiny blendy brush, just dip the tiniest bit into the shade Shady, and I'm literally just tucking this on the very edges of the look. I am going to clean this up with my cellar water. And then just going in with Cherry Soda just to diffuse that black. Okay, do I love how that looks? Not at all. I'm gonna do the other eye off of... No, I'm not gonna do it off camera, but I am gonna try to do it really fast. So now, taking the MAC Dazzle Shadow Liquid in the shade Stars in My Eyes, I'm going to draw the line on top of the upper crease cut. I guess. Just taking this on a really tiny liner brush. Okay, so this eye is infinitely better than this eye for quite a few reasons. One of them being my patience. So now using Q-tips and my cellar water, I'm going to take off all the excess and then we move on to the face. This is gonna be a lot harder than I had originally anticipated. Well, I guess I should have figured that, and like all the I guess Instagram stories, like it takes them like 10 seconds and they only have to use like one Q-tip to get everything off. I guess you don't see like the 50 other Q-tips it takes to like remove all of the makeup from around the eye. Now we move on to the face. So first I'm going to prime my face with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and the Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Filling Primer. So the reason why I'm doing such an impressive look today is because I feel like crap. This week hasn't been my best. I haven't been feeling my best. I am now determined. I want to look really hot so that I feel better. This look probably wasn't the look for that. Maybe I just can't see it because I don't have the rest of my face on. I don't do my eyes first. I'm just practicing doing eyes first for like doing other people's makeup reasons. So whatever. And also, since I have a lot of texture on my face, I also put this primer over it. Like I have all that bruising here. So to cover everything underneath, because I'm using a very lightweight foundation today, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. And this I'm putting over top all of my really bad blemishes, like to spot conceal. A little bit under my eye. Just like a touch on my nose, like not too much on my nose, just a touch. And my forehead looks great, for once. Okay, so that's dried. So now I can go in and blend it. I could stop here. So now I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is in the shade 405, and if I don't list any products or their shade names, they're always going to be in the description box below. Do I need 2 pumps? Absolutely not. Guess what we're doing anyway? We're definitely not supposed to do this on a client. So I'm going to take a foundation brush. I'm gonna just put 2 little spritzes just to get some slip onto the brush. And then I'm gonna start blending this out. Now, if you are new and you haven't watched any of my videos before, let me explain. I love the speed of a foundation brush, but if you go really fast with a foundation brush, your makeup doesn't get smooth. So I use the brush just to get everything around, and then I quickly go over everything with a sponge. Where was it? Okay, I was distracted. I quickly go over everything with a sponge to get out all the streaks. And do you need both? No, absolutely not. You don't need to do both, obviously. However, this is what I like to do. Now, I've seen all of the videos of like pro MUA people like screaming at beauty gurus for like having techniques that are completely irrelevant that you don't need to do. And that's obviously true. There are a ton of techniques that I do that I definitely don't need to have a part of my routine and that I definitely don't need. However, makeup also is like art to me. Like, I think I've said this like 100 times on my channel. I don't need makeup. I don't need to wear it, obviously. I think I look absolutely stunning with or without makeup on. I use makeup to express myself, and I use it as an artistic outlet. So now I don't know which concealer I want to go in with. I think I'm gonna go in with the JIC Magic Star Concealer just because I want to like get rid of it. I'm almost out of this stuff. Oh my god. I'm right at the bottom. I think I can actually throw this out now. Wow. Just because this look is so dramatic, I want the extreme contrast with the light and the dark. And I'm going to take the I don't put concealer down my nose anymore, like with the applicator, which is another thing makeup artists should not do with clients, because then it just causes like a line to go down my nose, like it cuts through the actual foundation. So I will do my lightning ka-chow concealer and then just tap the excess on the top of my nose. Okay. My voice is cracking like a pubescent boy. Alright, so now I'm going to set the whole face with the Coty Airspun Translucent Powder and lay down the first bake. Now, I bake my face, well actually no, I'm going to bake it only once today because I already did my eyeshadow. Well no, I could bake it twice. Or I could just do one really long bake. So now I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in Dark Brunette, and that I'm going to use to fill in my brows. Then I'm going to wipe it off, do a spray, use the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara to set the brows. Then I'm going to lay down just like the teeniest, tweetiest little bake just while I do lashes and mascara, and then we'll wipe that off, and then we'll just wrap up the face. So how is everyone doing? How's everyone's week going? Is everyone okay? Guys, like, it's been a tough couple weeks. Like, here's the thing. Like, I thought, like, everyone thought that, like, after the election, like, things were gonna calm down and people were gonna feel less anxious. But I feel like no, because there's still a bunch of controversy with the election going on. Is everyone coping well? I mean, like, I hope so. If you weren't coping well, or if you aren't coping well, I sincerely apologize. And I wish you all the luck in the world. This, for me, is self-care today. Just bake around the areas I am very cautious about. Those areas being my nose, this wrinkle in my forehead, and then around my chin. And we're just gonna finish up the eyes. I'm going to use the L'Oreal the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Oh, I didn't put anything on my lower lash line. Oh, that's why it looks so weird. And then I'm going to put on the ARDELL Demi Wispies, and I'm just gonna trim them just the tiniest bit. Okay, so while I let the glue on that dry, I'm gonna go back to the blood sugar palette and just take cherry soda one more time on that really defined brush and just run that all over the bottom lash line, connecting it to the top. Okay, now I'm gonna pop the lashes on. Wow, those look lovely. I've been filming forever. It's been like an hour. I'm taking my sweet time today. Wiping off the excess bake, doing one more spray. I'm just gonna take the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Swerve and put this in my waterline. So now I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer just to add the tiniest bit of definition to my face. And the main focus is going to be blush, so I'm not too worried about the bronzer contour looking too good. I'm just kind of slapping it on because I want to be done doing this makeup. I've been doing it for so long. Then I'm going to heavily blush my face with the Wet n Wild Color Icon Pearlescent Pink Blush. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Jaclyn like loose highlighter, the extreme one, in Extra. Wow. And then I'm going to put this as inner corner highlight as well. But not brow bone, because our brow bone is being currently occupied. I'm going to try this one first. And then to add just that little bit of red on top, I'm going with the MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick in Feels So Grand. And this is like a true brick red. Okay, yeah, that fixed it. And finally, I'm gonna set the whole thing with Urban Decay All Nighter. And this is it. This is my completed look, inspired by Melissa Rose Makeup on Instagram. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. It was very long. It took a very long time, but I think the results are really, really worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you guys like me, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you ring the bell for post notifications. I post a video every Monday at 2:30 p.m. EST, or at least I try to. So stay tuned, and thank you guys so much. Goodbye.